Hello and welcome back to my channel where we are reading the Bible in a year, the entire Bible in a year. We are now on day 36. For those of you who are returning, welcome back and congratulations. We have made it out of Luke and we're now in Hebrews. We have made it out. We've completed, basically, that's what I'm trying to say. We have completed one chapter and now we're on a new chapter. We are in Hebrews. This is so exciting and I cannot wait to hear what the Lord has for us. So for those of you who are new here, congratulations on starting your journey with us. So we're starting at Hebrews chapter 1, then Genesis 45, 1 through 46. Genesis 45 and then 46, 1 through 27. That's what I mean. And then Psalms 36. So starting at Hebrews chapter 1. God has spoken by his son. Long ago, God spoke to our ancestors in many various ways by the prophets. But in these last days, he has spoken to us by his son, whom he appointed heir of all things, through whom he also created the worlds. He is the reflection of God's glory and the exact imprint of God's very being. And he sustains all things by his powerful word. When he had made purification for sins, he sat down at the right hand of the Majesty on high, having become as much superior to angels as the name he has inherited is more excellent than theirs. The Son is superior to angels. For to which of the angels did God ever say, "You are my son, today I have begotten you"? Oh, again, I will be his father, and he will be my son. And again, when he brings the firstborn into the world, he says, "Let all God's angels worship him." Of the angels, he says, he makes his angels winds and his servants flames of fire. But the Son, he says, "Your throne, O God, is forever and ever, and the righteous scepter is the scepter of your kingdom. You have loved righteousness and hated wickedness. Therefore God, your God, has anointed you with the oil of gladness beyond your companions. And in the beginning, Lord, you founded the earth, and the heavens are the work of your hands. They will perish, but you remain. They will all wear out like clothing. Like a cloak, you will roll them up. And like clothing, they will be changed. But you are the same, and your years will never end. But to which all the angels has he ever said, "Sit at my right hand until I make your enemies a footstool for your feet"? Are not all angels spirits in the divine service sent to serve for the sake of those who are to inherit salvation? All right, that ends chapter 1 of Hebrews. Now we're on to Genesis 45. The entire chapter of 45 and then 46, 1 through 27. Joseph reveals himself to his brothers. Then Joseph could no longer control himself before all those who stood by him. And he cried out, "Send everyone away from me." So no one stayed with him when Joseph made himself known to his brothers. And he wept so loudly that the Egyptians heard it, and the household of Pharaoh heard it. Joseph said to his brothers, "I am Joseph. Is my father still alive?" But his brothers could not answer him, so dismayed were they at his presence. Then Joseph said to his brothers, "Come closer to me." And they came closer. He said, "I am your brother Joseph, whom you sold to Egypt. And now do not be distressed or angry with yourselves because you sold me here. For God sent me before you to preserve life. For the famine has been in the land these 2 years, and there were 5 more years in which there will be neither plowing nor harvest. God sent me before you to preserve you a remnant on earth, and to keep alive for you many survivors. So it was not you who sent me here, but God. He has made me a father to Pharaoh, and the Lord of all his house, and a ruler of all the land of Egypt. Hurry and go to my father and say to him, 'Thus says your son Joseph, God has made me Lord of all Egypt. Come down to me, do not delay. You shall settle in the land of Goshen, and you shall be near me, you and your children and your children's children, as well as your flocks, your herds, and all that you have. I will provide for you there. Since there are 5 more years of famine to come, so that you and your household and you and all that you have will not come to poverty. And now your eyes and the eyes of my brother Benjamin see that it is my mouth that speaks unto you. You must tell my father how greatly I am honored in Egypt, and all that you have seen. Hurry and bring my father down here. Then he fell upon his brother Benjamin's neck and wept. When Benjamin wept upon his neck, and he kissed all his brothers and wept upon them. And after that his brothers talked with him. When the report was heard in Pharaoh's house, Joseph's brothers have come. Pharaoh said, and his servants were pleased. Pharaoh said to Joseph, say to your brothers, do this, load your animals and go back to the land of Canaan. Take your father and your households and come to me, so that I may give you the best of the land of Egypt, and you may enjoy the fat of the land. You are further charged to say, do this, take wagons from the land of Egypt to your little ones and for your wives, and bring your father and come. Give no thought to your possessions, for the best of the land of Egypt is yours. The sons of Israel did so. Joseph gave them wagons according to the instruction of Pharaoh, and he gave them provisions for the journey. To each one of them he gave a set of garments, but to Benjamin he gave 300 pieces of silver and 5 sets of garments. To his father he sent the following: 10 donkeys loaded with good things of Egypt, and 10 female donkeys loaded with grain, bread, and provision for his father on the journey. Then he sent his brothers on their way. And as they were leaving, he said to them, do not quarrel along the way. So they went up to Egypt and came to their father Jacob in the land of Canaan. And they told him, Joseph is still alive. He is even ruler of all the land of Egypt. He was stunned. He could not believe them. But when they told him all the words of Joseph that he had said to them, and when he saw the wagons that Joseph had sent to carry him, the spirit of their father Jacob revived. Israel said, enough. My son Joseph is still alive. I must go and see him before I die. Jacob brings his whole family to Egypt. When Israel set out on his journey with all that he had, had come to Beersheba, he offered sacrifices to God of his father Isaac. God spoke to Israel in visions of the night, and he said, Jacob, Jacob. And he said, here I am. Then he said, I am God and God of your father. Do not be afraid to go down to Egypt, for I will make you a great nation there. I myself will go down with you to Egypt, and I will bring you up again, and Joseph's own hands shall close your eyes. Then Jacob set out from Beersheba, and the sons of Israel carried their father Jacob and their little ones and their wives in wagons that Pharaoh had sent to carry him. They also took their livestock and the goods that they had acquired in the land of Canaan. And they came into Egypt, Jacob and all his offspring with him, his sons and his sons' sons with him, his daughters and his sons' daughters and all his offspring he brought with him into Egypt. Now these are the names of the Israelites: Jacob and his offspring who came to Egypt: Reuben, Jacob's firstborn, and the children of Reuben: Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The children of Simeon: Jemud, Jamin, Ohad, Jashin, Zahar, Shaul, and the son of a Canaanite woman. The children of Levi: Gershon, Kohath, and Merahi. The children of Judah: Onan, Shelah, Perez, Zerah. But and Onan died in the land of Canaan. And the children of Perez were Hezron and Hamul. The children of Issachar: Tola, Puvah, Jashu, and Simron. The children of Zebulun: Shered, Elon, and Jahathliel. These are the sons of Leah, who she bore to Jacob in Pandanaram, together with his daughter Dinah, and all his sons and his daughters, numbered 33. The children of Gad, Ziphion, Haggai, Shuni, Esbon, Eri, Oradi, and Erili. The children of Asher, Imnah, Ishvi, Beriha, and their sister Sarah. Serah. The children of Beriah, Heber, and Melikiel. These are the children of Zilpah, whom Laban gave to his daughter Leah, and those sons she bore to Jacob, 16 persons. The children of Jacob's wife Rachel, Joseph, Benjamin. To Joseph in the land of Egypt were born Manasseh, Ephraim, whom Asenath, daughter of Potipharah, priest of On, bore him. The children of Benjamin, Bela, Becher, Ashbel, Gerar, Naaman, Ehi, Rosh, Mupim, Hupim, and Ard. These children of Rachel, who were born to Jacob, 14 persons in all. The children of Dan, Hashum. The children of Naphtali, Jaziel, and Shilem. These children of Bilhah, whom Laban had given his daughter Rachel, and all she bore to Jacob, 7 persons in all. All these persons belonging to Jacob, who came into Egypt, who were his own offspring, not including the wives of his sons, were 66 persons in all. The children of Joseph, who were born to him in Egypt, were 2. All the persons of the house of Jacob who came to Egypt were 70. All right, and now Psalms 36. Human wickedness and divine goodness. To the leader of David, the servant of the Lord. Transgression speaks to the wicked deep in their hearts. There is no fear of God before their eyes. For they flatter themselves in their own eyes that their iniquity cannot be found out and hated. The words of their mouths are mischief and deceit. They have ceased to act wisely and do good. They plot mischief while on their beds and are set on the way that is not good. They do not reject evil. Your steadfast love, O Lord, extends to the heavens, your faithfulness to the clouds. Your righteousness is like the mighty mountains. Your judgments are like the great deep. You save humans and animals alike, O Lord. How precious is your steadfast love, O God. All people may take refuge in the shadow of your wings. They feast on the abundance of your house, and you give them drink from the river of your delights. For with you is the fountain of life. In your light we see light. Oh, continue your steadfast love to those who know you, and your salvation to the upright of heart. Do not let the foot of the arrogant tread on me, or the hand of the wicked drive me away. There are evildoers, lie prostrate. They are thrust down, unable to rise. Amen. And this completes today's scripture readings for day 36. I hope that has blessed your hearts. And until tomorrow, I hope and pray that you have a blessed day, and farewell.